All right. I'll start in just one. That'll give me a minute right now. All right. And paste. No, that's not what I wanted. Alright, that's done. Alright, so sorry about that. Alright, so we got a blank canvas here. Get all my supplies, brushes, all my paint, and we need a lot of light, so we got a lot of light. Alright. We are going to paint a hospital room with a very unique twist, but I won't spoil it just now. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to mix some silver and some white, and that's going to be just to get a rough sketch, an idea how to do it, of how to figure out where our placement of everything is before we actually get down to the real colors. Alright, look at there. Move all the stuff right here. Alright. Yeah, so let's use this brush. Let's see how that looks. Now we're going to try to figure out how should we angle this here, because I plan to put at least a window, something like around here, while the bed and its occupant is going to be around here. Okay, yeah, might as well just try it now. Let's do it. Can't really see much, but let's add a little more. It's light enough where I could, you know, go over it and it won't stand out. When I add some more colors to it, but I don't know, it might be a white background itself. So it's like, whatever. And it's not supposed to look perfect or anything like that. We're just trying to put some, just a rough draft. And it'll get covered eventually. So this is going to be a window, just to get some outside, the greenery, sky, whatever I want to put out on it, so it'll look nice. Alright. Now I'm deciding how this room should look, because it's going to be at an angle. So I was thinking this would be the corner over here. Okay, never mind, I lied. Alright, let's just focus on the bed first. Bed will be right over here. And oh yeah, I'm glad I can still see it through here. Alright. Alright, there we go. That looks like a very nice bed. Alright, so yes, this will just cover the person's head where the general area it is. There we go. And let's give him a loved one, so that loved one, family, friend, whoever, seeing how he does, how he's doing, or, you know, if he's dead, who cares? There we go. And we're going to draw just a good idea here. And perfect. Now we actually have a great idea of where everything goes in this world. Let's forget one thing. Be right back. Can't believe I forgot my water. How unprofessional that was, but alright. Well, like any painting, the first thing you always want to do is to always start from what is the furthest in the background and then work from there until you get to the what's immediately in front of you. So this is the window, but naturally you're going to see what's going to be outside the window, and then we just go layer. So this will be the layer, and this object or person or whoever is going to be the next one. Then we cover the bed, and then the patient, and then the patient's loved one right over here. So, oh, let's get it on. Let's see. I don't normally actually get these predetermined colors. I usually like to start with the kind of like basics, but whatever. I got these pretty much for free, so we're just gonna, you know, waste them. Otherwise, I'd rather mix them, but whatever. I could just, you know, I can just mix it myself. Alright, so some green. Oh, what's this? I'm still a little aqua green. Nah, you don't need that. Alright, for example, here's some dark blue. I got my green already. Just place that guy over here. Some yellow. Just put that yellow over here. Yes, it's a cardboard. Yes, right. It's a cardboard piece of palette that I fashioned myself. Because why not? I have so much cardboard anyway, and I don't like to spend much money. So let's see here. Yeah, and some brown. There we go. And let's get pretty liberal with the white paint as well. Yeah, white is pretty much going to be, no matter what, the most used one here. That's why, you know, when it comes down to it, I bought this giant SOB over here. Okay, so these are the colors that we would associate with nature. Alright. And, well, start with the sky. So we just dab this a little here, dab it a little more. Alright. And we're going to leave some room for the clouds. Cloud over here, cloud over here. So we're just going to dab it nice over here. There we are, and there we are. And then we'll also go more, we also put some more, make it more solid. Yeah, much more solid. Let's keep going. Well, we'll also add some more white to the mix to get that perfect blend. There we go. And yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing really against actually just forego using the palettes so much as to figure out what you need. If it looks a little too blue and you want to line up, just go crazy with the white here. we need to mix that a little darker because that's just gonna. There we go. Just add some more little dark blue in here. That was just some straight white. Forgive me. Let's see. We're gonna mix a little darker blue, and we're gonna actually kind of give this a little more life to it. Because, you know, the higher it kind of goes, the darker it might get a bit. So we'll do that. Very nice. Let's make it a little more gradual. So we're not going to even bother, you know, putting our paint. We're just going to try to rub what's still wet down over here in this middle section. But we are going to try to get rid of this grid pattern, you know. There we go. Just get rid of that grid pattern. And you basically just have to layer more paint. Let's not go crazy just yet. There we go. Spend some time just to make this simple background here perfect. And it's like you can go back and forward, put some white here, and we put some nice blue. Yeah. Just to layer it, and layer it. And you will actually kind of see, yeah, there's still going to be, like, you probably can't see it through there, but I can kind of see it through this kind of palette, that you'll see some like kind of grid shape pattern, and it's like, you know, it's okay, it's fine. Well, that's eventually going to get covered, and we're just going to use the clouds that's going to be painted through there. So dry the brush off. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Now we're going to... Let me get some black too, because we're going to do some shading. Not a lot of black, but yeah, enough black. So, yeah, a little test. Alright, okay, let's just go. Let's see how it looks. Yeah. Meh. Put some yellow. Yeah, let's put some more yellow. so much information. You can kind of just do whatever. So much information. We are going to spend some nice time with this guy. Now we're just going to add some straight green. Not much black, not much yellow. Yeah, it kind of looks almost kind of like it's a children's show right now or something like that. Like a children's animated show where it has this kind of backdrop that's painted in there. But we'll slowly but surely take our time with it. And we're basically already at my border where the window is. Alright, I'm going to actually do some dabbing. Just dab it. Because, you know, it's just... Have you ever seen grass or anything like that where it just looks like it's a wave? Not me, but... Alright, more right here. Let's get this side. Getting ahead of myself here. More dabbing. There we go. Now we're gonna kind of make this a little darker. So we got, there we go. Kind of see that? Yeah. It's gonna be on the way, a little distance here. In fact, we can probably switch up our brushes and use more finer ones for what I need to do here. Let's actually go with this one. See how that looks. Add some more black. Mix with the green. Dab it a bit. There we go. Just get this sucker. Boom. Looks good. And I mean, like, naturally we're going to add some trees. Some trees off in the distance, which is going to look kind of like some pretty wavy, like little waves. So it doesn't look like it's just a, it doesn't look like it's in Kansas or anything like that. Kind of like that. Let's actually make that a little darker. But not too dark. I went crazy with the dark over here. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. Or not so much. No. There we go. Alright, add some little black here. They'll probably give this more detail with a smaller one than this guy. So here we are. I'm just kind of twisting it like this to give it that kind of, you know, organic shape for each dab can be basically its own tree. It's gonna now we're gonna go a little more inside here. If my camera will focus, huh? Just dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, twist, twist, twist it. And boom, look at that. We're getting a very interesting landscape right here. Of course, it's not even anywhere it's done, and this is not going to be anywhere near the final product. But it is, well, just one piece of the puzzle here. Try that guy. All right. Let's see. Let's just say this room is like in the second or third story. So basically, you're going to kind of like, yeah, you're overlooking kind of a wide, high angle over here. Dab a little more. Alright, let's make a tree that's more inward here. So, take the green. Let's make a darker color so it doesn't blend with the grass here. And let's just do a simple oak. And do put some heavy thick paint here. And make it a little darker. And each dab we're jabbing, that's basically every jab is a leaf. And keep going at it. Just keep going at it, and it will take shape. So make sure it doesn't look like it's almost pretty much transparent. So just do little touches. Little touch, you know, branches, you know, protruding out and all that. Yeah, very nice. And it's not just going to be something that's boring. It's just what's essentially a green circle, a green wavy circle with a stump. We're going to make this look like an actual tree. So Alright, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's get our trunk. I think this is a good size brush. Yeah, like that. That was just the straight brown that we used. And we're going to add some color now to that. Let's actually kind of make it look like, there we go, an actual tree. Yeah. Alright, let's add some depth to that trunk. And then we'll continue to work on the rest of our leaves. Dry out the brush. We're not going to need something this big, so we are going to move to, get this, 1 second, let's draw. Yeah, dry these out, and then, good enough. Okay. Let's see what happens if I add, there's my little pen brush, if we add some little black and mix it with add some little black right here and mix it with the brown. And then we'll see. First you want to kind of visualize where the sun exactly is here. I mean, like, I guess since we already got this far, it's going to come down like over here. That's where the light source is. So it's going to be pretty dark over here. Nah, we need more black. Never mind. There we go. In case we put too much black again, you know, we can fix that easily. There we go. Alright. Add some more. Here we go. Alright, that's actually good. Kind of, let's go with more black. Let's go with more black here. Going, there we go. You know, like, here's a little protrusion, so we can give it a little bump, give it some. Here we go. And we're just going to drip, drip, drip. Give it some ox over here. Give it some texture. And here's the other branch. Alright. There we go. Let's try to dab it a little. So, let's see. There we go. Just dab it. Alright, here we go. Here we are. I think that's enough. Let's give it a more of an outline on this side. So that means more black. There we go. Alright. It actually looks like it's taking shape. It's taking some really nice shape here. Alright, there we go. Let's give it some more notches and all that, what's associated with bark. There we go. I think we're pretty much totally done with adding some more black, and now we're going to go with the lighter colors to give it. So we're just going to use the white. Try to add some. Here we go. Let's see how that works. Just try to get the best angle. There we go. Alright, that's perfect. I like it. There we go. And as you can see, we're just trying to, you know, dab it like we're kind of dabbed with the black here, but adding the white, it kind of pops out so much more. So let's keep at it. We're not going to try to do anything solid because we want to kind of make this look like a rough bark tree, just like a rough oak tree that has a lot of character on its with its bark, and kind of gradually but surely, you know, get kind of darker. So don't even think about trying to paint over here. It'll just look bad. There we go. Just try to see before you have to, you know, whoop, huh, whoops, whatever. There we go, perfect. Wow, it looks so good. Love it. Now for this branch here. Trying to see if you install some white around before you really have to dab it again. Yeah, that's good. Let's dry that. Let's dry that out. Wipe it. All right, more of the same. Get some of that white. Oop, yeah, not enough white. Mixed a little too much, but there we go. There we go. Perfect, there we go. Nah, there we go. That part was a little too solid for my tastes. Alright. Let's make that a little... Let's make a little crack or something like that here. There we go. Okay. As a very wise man once said, there's no such thing as mistakes, just happy accidents. There we go. Kind of looks like very spotted. Now we're just going to actually, yeah, there we go. Let's make it a little more solid, because that way what was already kind of spotted on here is already dried, so we can just kind of gently add some color, some light color to it. we go. And as you can kind of see, I didn't really do much on these kind of protrusions, because those are going to be just covered with the green, because we're going to put some more leaves in there now. Alright, so back to my wide brush here, and some green, some straight light green with some black, so it won't mix in so much with the grass here. Alright. Just dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it. There we go. More color. More green. More black. More green. There we go. And in case something's just too black, we'll just, we'll go over it. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Let's make sure nothing's so kind of wavy or solid, because you have to make these look like actual leaves, right? Dang, it looks good. Alright, now we just add straight green. Yeah, in fact, let's see what happens if we just add straight green, and then we can work on lighter colors. Kind of make it really pop out. Perfect. Oh my god. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Remember, every dab here is a leaf and a bushel. There we go. Look at that. We're not done yet. Let's add some more. More straight, light green. Yeah, let's mix it more with the... Let's start invading the more darker area, more darker green. So it looks like, because, their leaves like to, reflect off the shade. So look at that. Now I was wondering, maybe I'm wondering if I should cover this part here, because I'm not entirely sure. I think we will. Let's do that. See what works. So we're just going to do the same color over here, but add there, and of course, give it some more. Actually, make this a branch. Yeah, let's make a branch here. Let's get another branch over here, actually, too. Let's put a little bunch of branches here. Maybe I should have made a willow, come to think of it. Alright. More branches. That's not making it look that crazy though. But let's add more to it. Let's just add some more. Let's make it. Yeah, there we go. Now add some green to that. Just regular light green. And we're not even done with this tree just yet, because we're going to have to make this pop a little more, and we have to do that by adding some lighter color. But let's not try to focus on using what I've been using. Let's actually switch to the smaller pencil brush that I really love. Get that straightened up. But let's make it a little colorful. So we're not just going to use like even lighter white mixed with a green here. We're actually going to use a little or yellow, which I do already have on standby. Mix that a little with the green, and basically that's what you get. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Let's add some more. So you basically have some light green yellow mixture here, and we're just going to spot it. Just put some spots and try it, and we can try to see, okay, since there's some, you know, it's pretty much a mix mash of dark green, regular light green, and then now we're adding some yellow here. I mean, like stuff like this, since, you know, trees are like naturally chaotic things to draw, to like put down in paper. There's not really any rules you have to adhere to make that here, because you can like literally just mix essentially light colors, medium colors, and dark colors all together, and it'll still look like an actual tree. But we're not going to, like, of course, put any kind of yellow on this end here, because, well, we're not crazy. Alright. And it kind of really helps to actually put more lighter colors here, so the tree doesn't blend in so much with the background. Let's get a little more yellow. More yellow green. Yellow green is basically what it is, not just straight yellow, but I am pretty much mostly using the yellow. The yellow is lighter colors in general is what will make this pop out more. There we go. Add some yellow here. Oh my god, look at that. Take our sweet time with this here. There we go. we go. It's starting to kind of look like the sun's coming from over here and not, well, I was thinking I was just going over here, like right where the building's roof is. Let's fix that a bit. So more yellow in the center. Maybe that was a little too much. It kind of looks like it's solid here. So let's fix that a bit. There we go. Alright, back to our yellow. Just since I can kind of see it's sort of getting darker, just take advantage of that and go. There we go, go in there. That's when it's okay to actually put some yellow, like very dark yellow right now in the shaded areas. Almost. That's why I like trees. They don't really have much of a rule to follow, and they're super easy. People always like to say if they're like super hard to like draw and whatnot. It's like, not really. All you have to do is, you know, draw a trunk, put some leaves on it, and each dash of whatever you use, paint, or if you draw just a simple stroke, there's your tree, there's your leaves, there's your branches, there's your everything. There we go. All right. I think we're pretty much totally done with everything this tree has. I don't think I can really improve much on it. I mean, like, I can always go back to more and just feel like, you know what, maybe I could make this a little more poppy. Just make it pop more. But we're going to kind of move on and try to make the grass look more like actual grass and foliage, and put some bushes and shrubs and all that. Come to think of it, maybe I could have put a lake here. Maybe a pond. Maybe we can make a pond. Let's make a pond, guys. See, this is why I love acrylic. You can make it look like oil painting, and you can make it look like watercolor. But it has the best of both worlds, because it doesn't mix. It doesn't mix as well compared to oils. I meant to say watercolors. But with oil takes forever to dry. And I like oils. I really do like oil painting, but that is pretty mentally hard to do. And you can kind of see, yep, that looks like water, and it's not mixing into the green, making this weird, ugly color to it. Now we're gonna actually try to make this a little bluer. Like, I'm gonna say a little lighter, a little light blue. And then we'll just kind of fix it here. We want to actually kind of really be serious. Now we just add straight blue here. There we go. well, water has to be one color, right? So let's make it kind of look like it's invading the tree here, but not by much. Alright, try to not make the green pure at any way where our new lake over here is. In fact, let's make this a little more, because it's just gonna kind of look shoddy if it's just gonna look like it's on an incline, because I can't see how that would look like for anyway if you're looking at a lake or a pond or whatever. In fact, let's make this a pretty sizable lake. And of course we're going to add some more detail to this, but we're going to probably have to let the blue dry out a little more. And you can kind of see I put some, you can actually kind of see that I'm leaving some green on here. And you know what, since that's a branch, that's going to be its leaves. Just let that work out for you. And we're just going to dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it, dab it. Alright. Try not to, we might have to get some more, go back to the trunk a little bit to fix it so it doesn't look like the water is invading this trunk here. In fact, let's, yeah, there we go. That's like whatever, it's, it's like, it's always smart to, go from the very back to what's the next layer to what's the next layer, which is this tree. So sky, distant foliage, whatever, landscape, and then to the tree. But we just decided halfway through to add a lake here, just to give it more something going on for itself rather than just be kind of boring. Oh look, there's a tree. Oh, and look, there's more trees in the distance. Very fun. Meh. Yeah, we're definitely going to go back to this trunk here, which is kind of the reason why, yeah, I should have probably planned to put this lake more, but it doesn't matter much. It's not an ironclad rule to really adhere to. It's I can still spot some green on here. You can also probably see it. So let's straight light blue cover that sucker. Oh. And kind of notice that this side is also a slightly different. Like you can still see, yeah, you can still see some green from the grass. That's where it is. So we'll just do that here. There we go. There we go. Oh, I really laid it on the blue there. Whatever. There we go. Just kind of go back to it. There we go. Now, naturally, it's not going to be just this boring shade of blue, and that's your lake. This isn't. We're not going to treat this like we're like painting for a kid or painting for like kindergarten or anything like that. We're gonna add some more So we're gonna add some ripples. Trying to think, how can we do this best? This little green's kind of making me a little meh. Because, okay, as you kind of would imagine, the lake would be over here, and there's still some grass over here, so there we go. Let's make that a little too. There we go. Alright. Let's make sure this, because this is going to be the windowsill, we're going to cover this windowsill a little, so when we make it, it'll be kind of a nice straight pattern and not just something that's kind of like wavy. That would just kind of look like, okay, I have to cover too much of this area just to make this look right. Okay. Alright, back to what I am meaning to do. Let's make some let's make some ripples. As soon as I find my, yes, here we go. Alright, so simple idea. Just to look where we've gone so far. Here we are. There we go. Maybe that's a little too much. There we go. Make sure that's kind of one color so you don't get much. So each stroke would be the same color. Yeah, kind of like that. There we go. That was a little too much white. What I was meant to do was to, there we go. Yeah, what I meant to do was to, you know, make sure each kind of stroke, because I kind of typically like to go and that kind of like changes, so we kind of want to make sure it's on this entire brush is one color and not just a lot of white spots that if you press it down on the painting it'll just come up as white and not really that much of the color that you were wanting to have. So there we go. Let's get some of that blue off to the side. And most of this is pretty much just going to be the windowsill, so we're not going to really screw around with that. Alright, a second. Alright. Alright, let's actually just go kind of white over here, and then we'll gradually go bluer, 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 and see what comes out. So let's actually make this look, let's make this a little whiter. And then to I think this is a better job for my white brush here. And let's actually kind of make this a little more watery, so we're going to kind of dilute it and give it kind of a watercolor feel. Alright. And this is going to be our wavy. This is a better idea. There we go. Look at that. Oh, it looks so nice. Oh, a little more white. You know what? Screw it. We'll get back to this and try to see kind of what works. Yeah. In fact, we're going to kind of make this more white. Ag. And then we'll kind of like mix it with the smaller one, with my smaller brush. Now we really have to go back to this tree. We're pretty much winging it now. Alright. Oh, there we go. And we'll just kind of gradually lose shape here. Alright, draw that off and go back to my smaller one. And now we're going to focus on something a little darker here. Just put some regular blue. Kind of make it look like it's not so solid. There we go. It's actually covering it with a little shade of blue. Try to see kind of what works. We're actually going to try to start over again. Sometimes you just gotta let loose a little. Alright, this is I'm sorry. bigger brush, just there we are. Drop my brush. There we go. That's a little too white. Perfect. Too white. Perfect. And we haven't really even put the darkened colors in just yet for this water. It's kind of, okay, now we're going to kind of like do some specks. Add some more white. There we go. Just kind of dab it. Alright. Oh, like that. Now let's try to get a better idea. So we're actually going to go straight to the more darker color for the water, for those waves. There we go. Yeah, a lot like that. So I don't really want to mix it too much with the white, like the lighter colors in the water, because that's like the point where it'll just look kind of not too good and kind of weird. Alright. Let's kind of get rid of this. Alright. Water is generally pretty difficult to draw, and paint, especially paint. Let's add some water here. Like actual water that I dip my brush into it. Spend more time with water. There we go. Add some more black. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty respectable. I was not happy with how it was looking before I decided to, let's just add another layer of blue and then see what we can work with that. Yeah. There we go. more black over here. I should really just say dark blue. Well, it's kind of essentially a kind of black anyway. Okay, we're actually going to try to make the water glisten a little, just a little. So we're going to actually go back to white. There we go. Yeah, just make it glisten. Make it follow the kind of like the wavy pattern, as long as it looks pretty okay. All right, more of it here. Whoops. No mistakes. What mistakes? There's no mistakes here. There we go. Alright, since this pretty much is almost white, we're actually going to add some more slightly darker detail to it. There we go. Go over here again, since it's essentially kind of the color we want to achieve anyway. My, it looks pretty nice. It's pretty nice indeed. Yeah. I think we're pretty much almost done with the water here. But I always kind of like to look back and see, you know, let's put some more glistening dots. Which again, I put too much white there. I'll go over it like that. I digress. I think that's a nice amount of white. It just has to kind of look like it belongs with the other little glimmers. And I'm just really going by how water looks like in my mind. No, I didn't really like it. There we go. It's like if you see something that just doesn't look like it doesn't belong, it doesn't look like water, or it kind of looks like someone just kind of obviously painted haphazardly over it, which I'm not gonna, which I'll probably admit right away. That's like, yeah, that's basically what I just kind of did. This whole lake thing is pretty much a haphazard attempt of trying to make this a little more nice. So it's like, you know, play with the idea. It's like if you have a painting, just if you want something painted, but it's always a thought process saying, oh, you know what would look really great over here? Some water, maybe some clouds, trees, buildings, waterfalls, and all that jazz. Birds. Yeah, you know what? Screw that. Let's draw some birds. And it's just going to be, obviously, since it's just going to be, we're just using the straight black. So we're going to draw some birds. There's a bird. There's another bird. Bird way in the distance. There's a bird over here too. Oh. And there's another bird over there, but that was a little mistake. But, you know, it doesn't really matter much. It's another bird. Since you can't really tell its shape, since those birds look like they're miles away. Now that looks like a super lively window. We should probably get with the clouds. So let's try to get this off here. Make sure there's no hint of green or anything like that. Alright. Now we're just going to take the glob of white paint here. And we're going to, well, obviously paint over it. Look at that. And for the clouds, we're just doing a kind of a swirly motion. Excuse me. Really going to focus on clouds. Are pretty damn easy to draw. And paint. That's when we should try to get rid of all that kind of grid-like space that's just inherent with canvases like these cloth canvases. That's a nice cloud. Alright, now cloud number 2. God, I love acrylic. You really can't get any better than acrylic here. It does what you think it does. It does what it needs to do. God, if I start a religion with acrylic, then oh my God, I'd be a priest. I'd probably be the Pope. I'd hope to be. There we go. Well, that's that. Now we're going to go a little darker. Which is, yeah, that's a nice cloud, but it just looks like a blotch of white, right? So we're just actually going to slowly but mix it with the blue. Kind of see how that looks. And we're just going to go all around it. And again, the sun is basically facing down through here. Can't really see it from my angle, but it's basically above. Pretend this is an actual building. The sun's right behind this building, so it's like coming from up here. Look at that, there we go. And yeah, it's always nice to try to do this while the white paint is still wet, so it can kind of naturally mix into the cloud, so it looks like an actual cloud. I don't know if that's let's give some like vapors, like some very. It's all the same. It basically is the same color anyway. So, but we're not gonna like go anything like up here because, well, that just looks weird for a sky. Alright, actually, now we're going to go to the tinier one, and we're actually going to make this a little more gray. So we have our black still. So just dab it. Let's see how that works out. Alright, there we go. 1 second. And we're probably just going to color a little blue. Well, but yeah, we're gonna try something a little different. There we go. Alright, now we're going to concentrate on putting some blue in this. I think that was a little too much blue. I'm not going to try to risk that. Okay, that should be enough. Some more white. Okay, there we go. Nice happy cloud. give us some more shape here, so we'll put it up here. Alright. Now this is where we're going to put some more of the blue. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now we just make that a little lighter. Color this a little more. Make that a little lighter. So we just add some straight white. And oh boy, look at that. I like it. Looks very good. Now we're going to start probably very soon. And as soon I mean like right now. This one. So this is what we're going to do. There we go. And the thing about clouds is they are usually, unless we're talking like sunsets. Yeah, let's fix this up a little. Yeah. As long as you're like working with sunsets, you need, and they are pretty much always light on the top, darker on the bottom. Light on the top, darker on the bottom, and you don't really have to, unless you want to make storm clouds, you don't really at all have to use any kind of blacks or a little kind of gray or silver or what have you. It's not really necessary. I was kind of thinking, maybe we could put some, like a hint of a storm brewing, but yeah, let's decide against that idea. There's really no point. I will probably draw something maybe that might require a storm. Alright, so same situation here. Let's get that lighter actually. And then we'll make that a little darker, and then a little lighter. Whatever. It's a cloud, who cares? I like clouds. I love it. Look at it! Oh my god. I'm barely trying. It just looks so good. Yeah. It just looks so good. Alright, now we're going to add a little more blue. And trying to give it a more defining shape. More blue. We need more blue and mix it with more. There we go. Got messy over here. Dab it. More. Test it, see how that looks. Let's add some more. Just kind of dabbing it, see how it looks. I think that's good enough. Alright. Ooh, we're kind of going really dark here, aren't we? go. There we go. Now we're gonna kind of go really hard on the white. Mix that a little, swirl it around. There we go, so it has that. Let's make this another cloud here. All right. This kind of looks like a smiley face without the eyes, and this is kind of meh. Not really. I don't really approve of that. Looks too solid, and clouds are not solid. So. Let's see here. A little. There we go. So get rid of more blue. My God. Those are some really sexy clouds. Excuse me, sorry. Alright. Now we're going to try to see if anything doesn't kind of seem right. Like, it doesn't look like a painting. But something that's real life. And we kind of want to make it look like. So we're just going to pay attention to like kind of obvious brush strokes and all that. So we're going to fix that. We're actually going to make some more trees. Some more trees in the background. That's a lot like this here. So, again, get some of that. Yeah, that looks good. And this kind of looks wavy. It looks like waves in a way. So we're going to kind of like put some... Let's actually add some more, a tad amount of black. So it doesn't look like it's already consumed by the grass here. Or, you know, screw it, go all the back. We'll just add some more green afterwards. But we won't, like, you know, add some more. We won't, like, we'll just use the straight green to make it simple. There we go. All right. And these kinds of brushes are pretty awesome for that kind of stuff. Because, look at that. Dab it some more. There we go. Let's actually kind of make some more shrubbery on the water edge here. All right. Let's just paint it. Let's just paint Let's see. Now we kind of want to get rid of these waving patterns that came from the brush. So again, we're gonna add some straight green, and we're actually gonna make this a little lighter, just to kind of dab it into the white. Well, not like that. Okay, that's okay. There we go. Trying to go pretty thick on that. Go pretty thick. Get rid of those like obvious like brushed over lines and anything that kind of looks grid based, like pattern, checkered, whatever you like to call it, really. There we are. There we are. And it's okay to if you try to eat into the black, into the black edges here, because they're trees, right? They have no fine shape. They're just trees. They're just shrubs. They're just plants, you know. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty okay. I think I should add some brown, as in like tree trunks, or we'll actually probably go a little darker. We'll go a little darker, and we'll add some brown with that. So pretty much one dab into the black, one dab into the black, one dab into the brown, and that'll basically get what you want. That's like, and we kind of just want to, like, you know, kind of gently but surely go down. It's kind of hard to see here, but we're just kind of like dotting, but making kind of like little dashes. But there can be like kind of, but that'd be kind of, you know, ubiquitous, maybe that's the right word to call it. Don't know, who knows. So let's water that a bit, dry it off, and try that again. There we go. Oh, that's a little thick. There we go. Alright, that should be okay. And it just kind of looks like, what is this? Is this like a kind of a grove or something from a golf course where all the trees are basically placed in a unique manner? Nah, this is something straight from the wild. So we're just going to actually, this is just straight green, the same color as, you know, all over here, and we're just going to gently kind of like cross across, you know, kind of mix mash these trees here, kind of. And that's it. We can actually put some outlines too. We're just kind of we're just dotting and dabbing. Here we go. Let's add that in a little more color. So we got Alright. You know what? Since this is a water edge, I think it's kind of weird to have that go from the green, don't you say? So we're actually going to put some dirt or some kind of gravel here, shouldn't we? So we're going to get my silver again. And we're going to mix that a little. We're not going to put a lot of silver, but we're going to try to see. We're going to try to experiment with the colors. Let's try to see how much silver I'm using. We're not going to use so much. How does that look with the black? I'm a brown. Maybe let's experiment a little. Let's put some white. Let's put some yellow here. Okay. So that was pretty much a dumb idea to mix it with the yellow, but pretty much silver and brown is the way to go if you want to kind of give it a gravelly or even kind of a dirty kind of look, because we're not going to try to mix it with it's going to be predominantly brown as in dirt, but instead of white, to make it kind of lighter, we're going to use the silver. Let's see how that works out. Okay, so take this. Really kind of swirl it in there like a pig in mud. Like it. I like it. Okay. And well, let's get it on. There we go. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Dang. Whatever. It's pretty much gonna get covered by this windowsill. That's has yet been painted, but will be in due time. Alright, come on you. Let's go a little more silvery. Yeah, okay. I think that looks okay. We're just kind of doing a wavy pattern here. There we go. Actually, let's mix a tad. Okay, this is still kind of wet, so we're going to kind of mix it with shallow edge of the water. Kind of go up. Oh, it looks so nice. Looks very nice. I would say I can't really think of any more I can improve on that. So we can probably continue on to the inside of the room. Since here's our window. It's at an angle. Let's use our big man brush here. Just practice that way. Alright, I'm just thinking the color of the room. That's the thing. Should it be, maybe it can be, because I'm trying to think, should it be kind of a, maybe a lighter, like blue maybe, but that kind of would look too much like that. I would kind of want to switch to a different color than what we put for a lake. I mean, like hospitals are usually kind of bland, so they're kind of usually white. So, let's see what we got here. Alright, let's just go. Alright, there we go. Whatever. Good, that's pretty. There we go. There we go. I say like whatever, as in, You know how long it took just to get that part? It was like, meh, whatever. Oh, it's kind of, yeah. Thing about canvases is, well, yeah, you're using white paint on a white canvas. I think it just kind of looks, I think it's, you always kind of want to. Oh yeah, there's that. There's that little mistake here. Yeah, let's do it like I'm kind of motion here. We need more white. Oh God, do we need more white? Alright, this is just straight up white. Alright, try to see if it's not gonna like, if it actually looks like it's at an angle. I kinda want hard line, yeah. Straight lines are just awful to do. I think I already, whoops. Oh no. This is a make or break it moment. I think we'll probably still with silver as our main color for the room here. Kind of looks up weird. It's kind of a weird angle, isn't it? In fact, I think this is why I have tape, don't I? Come to think of it. Yeah, I do have tape. If you have a tool to use painter's tape, and I do have tape, but we're just gonna ignore this for now and let it dry, and then get back to it later on. Ah boy, let's try to give it a more. Oh no! Sorry, I accidentally removed the cap to this. These things are pretty meh made. Can I see? Bolt! There we go. Just white it out. Oh boy. Yeah. Because I was kind of good. I was ginkers. We don't really, yeah. This is kind of the stuff where the rules really do apply. to when it comes to making straight lines. They kind of what separates something that looks like a child did it to a professional. So yeah, I'll show you how to properly do it. Well, let's I think I'll start with this individual over here. Let's see how he looks. Okay. Alright, now we're going to try to... I'm going to look up a reference photo. Alright. Okay. Trying to decide what brush I want to use for this. No. Well, I think I kind of should let this dry first. That's not even the fun. That's not the fun thing. So we're just going to. Probably take a break pretty soon. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the hospital. I'm going to make this hospital bed right. Perfect. Yeah, okay. I don't have to do much screwing around with this. It's, if you've ever been to a hospital. That is, we're gonna use some hint of silver. Definitely for this. Mother of God. Drop my cap. Alright, so we got our silver and our white here, and it's literally the same color as what I used to outline it. Oh my Jesus. Let's actually put more silver. In fact, we'll probably just make this as straight silver. We don't have to be so conservative with the white, with how it looks. There we go. Yeah, I think this kind of trashes my idea that I'm going to do the background as... I still haven't really decided what kind of color I should really draw the room first. And we're not going to even start with the final details with this, but we're just kind of like passing time to wait for this thing dry, because yeah, I want to make sure it's 100% dry before I do any taping. Oh lads, okay. Yeah, here we go. Each hospital bed seems to have some way they're manufactured. Really, so I'm just kind of going by memory here. Put my unique take on it. Because I actually do have like a reference. It's like, how does this really look like a hospital bed? But you know what? They all basically have their own different styles. So then they go, you know what? There's no standard. Let's just draw whatever we like here. It's a hospital bed. Who cares? Well, maybe I should use a pretty light blue, come to think of it, for the background. I'll probably use a very light blue. Let's get it. Let's... yeah, so we're actually going to use the same blue, but we're going to massively... Let's see how that looks with silver, to be honest. I'm going to try to mix that to silver. So we just pretty much grouped up our, pretty much all our paint, our blue paint from the palette. And then we're going to dot this here. Alright, sorry. Alright, mix it well. Let's mix this too with the white. Kind of looks like the same color, doesn't it? Alright. So we're going to dab some more of the white. My old trusty titanium white. And now that's a little too blue. We're actually going to have to really go. There we go. This is all one color, by the way, so there's not really any exceptions here. And I think this is one of the cases where, yes, you can. You don't really have to go back to screw around with the brush strokes, because you'll see that they all have the strokes. Because I mean, like, for walls and stuff like that, it's okay to yeah, let's make it a little more wider. As long as they kind of follow a general direction. So let's see how this kind of looks, because I think we're gonna put a corner over here, and that's when we'll go this way instead of this way. Probably going to wrap up pretty soon too. We're already at the 2-hour mark. Jeez. We'll figure out what to do with the windowsill later. But it's about dinner time, and I'm kind of hungry, so we're probably gonna take a break and come back again tomorrow. I'm gonna let this guy dry, and then the first thing we're gonna do is to make this spindle will. What did I just say? Windowsill. Right. It's happening. Yeah, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to try to see what else we can kind of make. We'll start with all these characters here. But we did such a great job with this. Amazed how well that came out. Alright, till next time, fellas.